Hello, this is Jcamera here, and today we're going to be looking at the Lego Disney set, the 100th anniversary train, the celebration train, released in 2023, set number 43212. This is a 4+ set for Disney's 100th anniversary. I got this for $40. I honestly don't know the retail price of the set, nor the piece count. So here's the box, with glorious packaging with the 100th anniversary style, with all silver, shiny chrome Lego bricks. A lot of them specific to Disney, like bow tie and Donald Duck's hat, ones, the lamp, etc. We get a minifigure that's like really prominent in the set, I guess. And we got like barcodes and advertisements and stuff. And on the back, we've got the various minifigures and accessories and builds. And it just opens up like so. I got this brand spanking new, which I wasn't going to get. I was just going to get the minifigures loose, but then I saw it at a pretty good price, and I thought, why not get it? And in the case of some of this, like, I wouldn't have gotten this set otherwise. If it was like $60 or $50, I don't know if I would have picked it up, but $40, it's a little hard to complain. And here are the instructions. Each of the different builds gets its own separate instructions. As you'll later see, we get the different train carts and then the little platform, which makes up 5 different builds, advertisements, opening the bag, minifigures, and whatever accessories they might come with, and then the different builds. And they're very simple instructions. There's also a lot of scanning involved, because that's what modern everything is now, let's be honest. And each page, the left side will show the pieces, and then the right side will show them building. I don't really have any sets from nowadays. I just collect older sets from themes I'm passionate about, but I don't know if it's a 4+ set thing. I'm guessing it's a 4+ thing, but regardless. Now we shall take a look at the minifigures. First up, we have Mickey Mouse in this exclusive variant, which is, again, exclusive, so people wanting exclusive minifigures, this will be a good minifigure to get. Personally, it's got pretty good printing, but otherwise I don't particularly care, because that's not really based on any version of Mickey Mouse. Not that I know of, at least. Maybe there is, but personally, I would have preferred it if they recycled, like, the Walt Disney World Mickey, like in a tuxedo, or even the one in the big train set that came out years ago, with, like, in, like, 2019, that came with Goofy, if it maybe included that version of Mickey, but no, we have this version. Let me know in the comments if you know where this version originated from, but as it stands, it is a very good figure with very good torso printing, and I'm sure LEGO collectors will love it. Next up is similarly an exclusive variant of Minnie Mouse. For those wanting those kind of figures, here you go. It's also very colourful with a lot of yellows on both of them. Mickey had blue, Minnie has red and pink. Same thing with Minnie. I wish this was a previous variant of the character, a pre-existing version, like in the big castle set in 2016 or the train set in 2019, but for what it is, it's fine. As a figure, it's probably not as good, but I like the skirt piece, which is from the 2019 set. I don't know if it's the exact cloth piece, but it has the same effect and idea, which is appreciated. The next minifigure is the Peter Pan minifigure. He appears in the Peter Pan set, the one with him, Tinkerbell, and Wendy in like a build based on the movie, the 1953 animated movie. He also appeared in the Series 1 CMF back in 2016, which I have already reviewed, so go check out that video if you'd like to after watching. But this time they changed it up with no leg printing at all and very basic arm. In fact, it's just dual molded arms and nothing else, and very basic printing on the torso. Everybody agrees that this is a downgrade of the minifigure. I'm no different. I like that they changed it up so you still have a reason to get the old minifigure and still collect the original CMF. And because it's been a while, I think a lot of us probably do expect some of them to be brought back, but personally, I'd rather they not include the character at all. Like, I get it's like a pirate ship, but I'm sure the set would have done fine with just Tinkerbell. Especially as Peter Pan is the only film that has 2 minifigures to represent. And, like, maybe we could have done, I don't know, other carts or something, but regardless, the hat-hair combo piece is exactly the same and still really good. The head is exactly the same, which is neat. I don't have anything else to say. It's pretty mediocre. Next up, we have Tinkerbell, who this variant also appears in the same set as Peter Pan with her, Peter Pan, and Wendy, based on the film. We also saw the character previously back in 2016, but not in the CMF, rather the Disney Castle, and again they changed it up. Tinkerbell, I'm half and half. I'm not entirely sure what the general consensus is on the minifigure, but personally I think the wings are a large improvement. They look like the wings from the movie, and the face, I'll admit at first I really didn't like it. It looked too cartoony, but it has grown on me. Like, it does look like the faces that she makes in the movie, and comparing it to the original figure's face does look very personality-less in comparison, a little bland. And, like, in the original movie, Tinkerbell did have a lot of personality. The hair is exactly the same. The torso, I swore was exactly the same until I looked it up on like Bricklink and stuff. And it's actually different on the back printing, although with the wings you can't really tell. The big difference between the two, aside from the wings and face, is the legs. The skirt piece is missing and is now just printed on. Personally, I prefer the old legs and skirt because if you've seen the movie, she is, suggestive, I could say physically speaking. I don't want to get demonetized by YouTube or anything, but I get why they didn't do it. Both costs and making it a bit more unique, and also, this is a kid-friendly product, and they can't be doing stuff like that. But personally, I think the torso, like the back printing and the leg printing and the skirt, which isn't in this version, but it's just printed on. Both minifigures have the same effect, but I'd say this half down, I'd say the old minifigure's better, but the wings and face, the new one's better. The hair is exactly the same. I'll count it to the new one just so it's 50-50. Definitely a good minifigure though, probably one of the better ones. The penultimate minifigure is Woody from the Toy Story movies. He has dual molded legs, a lot of detail on the back of the torso and front, and he has a secondary expression, if I can stand him up, and he's got a hat-hair combo with dual printing, or molding, I think both. Regardless, I am 99% sure this is exactly the same Woody minifigure as the Toy Story 4 sets back in 2019, but it was a very good figure then, and I'd still say it holds up now. It's a pretty good translation from film, like computer CGI to Lego plastic minifigure, and he blends well with the rest of the minifigures, and will go well with the Buzz Lightyear from the CMF if you're just trying to get, like, the traditional Walt Disney Animation Studios movies, not just Pixar, like the Mickey's Gang minifigures. But regardless, this is a good one to have. I don't really have any other notes on it. Last but certainly not least, definitely not least, I saved the best one till last. Moana from the film in 2016, ironically when LEGO began making minifigures. I know they made like mini doll sets earlier, but for minifigures, this is where it all began. She comes with a paddle accessory. She's not the only one to have accessories, but this is the one that I think ties in the best. She has dual molded legs with a lot of printing on the front and a lot of printing on the torso, a red torso that really fits, especially as for Disney princesses, red is pretty rare. And she comes with a secondary expression. Her hairpiece, again, 99% sure is from another source. This time, the mini doll sets. It's not like a soft plastic, but it's definitely not the same kind of plastic used for the minifigures. It works okay. I do wish they at least changed the color. Like, the mold's okay, it's good enough, it's fine, but like the hair, like the dark brown, works for the minifigure. I can tell who it is. It looks reasonably good, but I would have preferred it in black. Again, not sure what the general consensus on that is, but this is still a great minifigure that feels like it's for the CMFs that would fit right in like a glove. First up on the stands, on the builds, is this stand here, which is for Minnie Mouse in the set. I'll admit this build kind of feels like an afterthought, like they needed something for Minnie, they needed something to make up the piece count, so they just gave her this instead of maybe a cart for herself or joining Mickey, because they did it with Peter Pan and Tinkerbell. Or even just don't include Minnie and maybe pick someone else, I don't know. Regardless, it's a pretty basic build. It gives us the Mickey Mouse logo, which only appears in one other build in the set, surprisingly enough, but I like that they did refrain on that. It would be very annoying if I had it on every single build. It comes with a balloon, some party food, and a flag. Some place for minifigures, and you can put other stuff like other balloons in there if you really want to. It's whatever, it's fine, it exists. Now, getting into the meat and potatoes of the set, besides the minifigures, is the train. We'll go through each section of the train. First up is the, front of the train. I forget what it's called. It's probably really obvious, but it includes the other Mickey piece, like the Mickey Mouse ears. And so on this printed piece, I'm happy there's no stickers on this set. Probably only because it's a 4+ set, but it's got really nice golden wheels, and they share many of the exact same pieces and pretty much the same building techniques as well. I wouldn't say it's repetitive because it's such a small set, and this is aimed for little kids, but I like that it's got, like, metallic pieces there. And you got room for minifigures here. Whoops, I took off a piece, 1 second. Like, you've got room to put in one minifigure here. You can maybe squeeze in 2, but with the minifigures, I don't think you can. Also, you can have this red balloon for Mickey or put it on here. Personally, I just put it on here and have it be matching sides, which really fits in my opinion. Next up, we have the Peter Pan, like the Jolly Rogers from the movie. It comes with some binoculars that in the movie are for Captain Hook, but in the set are made for Peter Pan. Very weird choice, especially as they're rivals, but I guess it's to make this look more piratey, or I don't know if they had a spare piece laying around or whatever. Yeah. We have a really cool lantern piece in pearl gold, which we don't see often in sets. We get yet another balloon. In my eyes, this does not fit the set. Again, I would just put it around here. It comes with a hook piece, very unique. I don't think it's exclusive to the set, but it's not especially common. I like that it also has the water pieces, which is really nice, and it's got this fabric piece for the pirate sails. I wish it had like a Lego skull instead of a traditional skull, but it works fine enough. It's copyrighted 2023 here. And I don't really have too many notes on it. You can fit a few figures on here, which is really needed because Tinkerbell has some big-ass wings there. And of course you have Peter Pan. I wish there was like a steering wheel thing here, so you could like set sail and actually turn and stuff. But regardless, it works pretty well and looks nice. Next up is the Toy Story cart with Woody, where you can have him performing here with his guitar. In this bucket, there's a little star, probably like sheriff badge. And we have a pretty cool cactus build here with a sheriff logo. Again, not a sticker, thankful for that. This rotates around, so you can have Woody goes spinning on here. This cart's more based on like Toy Story 2 with like the Woody's Roundup gang with the toys like Jessie, Bullseye, Stinky Pete, and all that on the TV show they have. But it looks really nice, and I feel like it's probably the best cart out of the bunch. Not because it's my favorite movie out of the films they chose here, but because this is the best looking one. The best, maybe not the best idea, but the best utilization of an idea. The most clear one, and I have like no notes on it, no ways to improve it. And then the final cart is the Moana cart. This is the most confusing one because it's trying to combine a few things from the film. Like we got the waves, the ocean from the movie. We have this crab piece here, which I think is meant to be like Tamatoa from the movie. I could be wrong, but... And we have this island, which might be like Moana's home or like Taka, I don't know. But if we see at the back, you'll see there's this little box, which, first off, isn't in the movie. But on top of that is meant to include a certain piece. This little green stud piece, which is meant to be the heart of Te Fiti. I wish it had printing on it, or like they took the piece from the mini doll Moana sets, because it's just there. Some may not even know it's meant to be that, and it's kind of boring, but regardless, it's there. Also, here's what the back of the carts look like. Most of them not really substantial, but in case anyone wanted to know, that's how it looks. And this cart does roll very nice. And I like that you can connect them so you can have them in a different order. I went with this order because it's what the sets tell you to do, and it's also in movie release order, which when I'm doing like a Disney or Pixar marathon, that's what I do. Go through release order. That's how I intend to enjoy them anyway. And I know there's like people that like to add carts on here. You can do like a Frozen cart, a Fantasia cart. You can do whatever you want here. And I think that will be a great appeal to the set. So now for my final verdict. This is a set that kids will definitely love. It's a 4+ set, so I should probably go easy on it. I'll admit it's not one I particularly care for. I personally only really picked it up for Moana. But I thought it was a good opportunity to finally get Woody in my collection and get Tinkerbell in my collection. I was not sure what I was going to do with Tinkerbell, but regardless, I'm glad I got her. Let me just put these back on. So I think it's a fine set. Without the minifigures, it's not one I'd go out of my way to get. with the price point, though, I think it is worth it. I would recommend this to Disney fans. It has some pretty good pieces. Not a lot of pieces, but the ones it does include, I'm sure will be useful to LEGO fans. And it's got a lot of imagination and creativity to it, which is very important. And for the price point of $40, I think it's worth it. If it was, I feel like this will go up in value in the future, be like hundreds of dollars, but and if it does, it's definitely not worth it. But at a cheap price, I think it's a cute, decent little set. So originally I was gonna get this for the minifigures. Like I said in my 100th anniversary Series 3 Disney CMF, that afterwards I was just gonna do like a custom CMF featuring minifigures I got from various sets or just got from Bricklink and such. Well, here's the update. I finally have Moana, Woody, and Tinkerbell. Tinkerbell, I might do an update, like combine the two different minifigures, but regardless, Tinkerbell is here, and if I don't do that, I have a Tinkerbell based on the new version. And I have, like, accessories sorted out. I've been buying, like, pieces to get accessories for each characters, and I've been looking them up online and such. Don't expect, like, Disney videos anytime soon, but just know that I will be doing it behind the scenes, and one day, I hope, to get the project done. So there you have it. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you all later.